So late winner tonight to beat Bromley 2-1. Just what were your thoughts on that game?
It was a tough game. Bromley, a good side in this league, so to come away with 3 points and do it in the manner that we did it is really pleasing.
And coming from behind as well, we've come from behind a couple of times and managed to get a point this season, but coming from behind to win again, what does it say once again about the character of this team?
It says a lot. When I first came into the club, if we went a goal behind, more often than not, we'd lose the game. So to do that takes character, and the longer the games go on, the stronger we're getting. And obviously, to do that with 10 men to get the winner late on is full credit to the players.
And what difference did it kind of take coming in at half time? I think there were moments in that first half of brightness where there were signs, positive signs, but do you feel like there was much to change in terms of the performance level in the second half to turn it around?
Yeah, the longer the game went first half, I thought we started to get into it a little bit after they scored. But no, we needed to make changes. They were getting too many chances, and even early on second half they got 1 or 2 chances. So we needed to change, and we dug in there, and we got a little bit fortunate with the first goal. I think it was an own goal, but we started to put them under pressure, and eventually the pressure told.
Yeah, on the goals, both of them came about by Mascuia corners, and he had a few even in the first half, kind of swinging just in front of goal, creating a lot of uncertainty. Just how much do you rate him from those kind of set piece?
Well, at half time I went, I did say that the set pieces weren't good enough. We work on them, and the delivery needs to be better. And obviously the goal that we scored from the first goal was whipped in, and I think the players headed it in. But the second goal was a really good goal. Ollie Dyson put a great cross in, and managed rose and got a real good header in, and deserved to win the game. And
on Bromley, it was a side that you got to test yourself against last season. They were a division higher at the time in an FA Trophy game. This season, coming into it, in the same division, and you've come away with the win. Does that say something about the progress that's being made going into this season?
Possibly, but we not getting carried away. On another day, Bromley could have won the game. They're a strong team and very dangerous up front. But no, they're as tough as opposition as you'll come across, and a lot of players will have learned from tonight's game. So we've got to keep our heads down, keep battling, because there'll be some tough games. And I think we've just gone to the playoffs now, gone to 7th position. So it's where we want to be, and hopefully trying to catch the ones above us now.
Just finally, I think there's one little note going into Scunthorpe, but Coogan was sent off for a second yellow today, so that's going to be a 1-match suspension, I imagine. Considering how well he's played in the last few weeks, how does that kind of affect your preparations for that?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. To get a yellow card for what he got a yellow card from, I can't really remember him. He might have made 2 fouls during the game and ends up with 2 yellow cards. So disappointing that the referees sent him off. I was very surprised when it happened, but it gives somebody else a chance coming in, and hopefully we won't miss Max too much.